Hey guys, another day, another reselling Q&A. Oh my gosh, can we just talk about my last video? I was honestly shocked at the response that I got because the majority of people agreed with me. There were only 3 or 4 people out of the hundreds of comments that I got that were like, "You're just jealous, Vanessa. You can't believe you're gonna bring down another reseller." I hate that. Like I hate when people say that. It's like, I'm not bringing them down like they're a shit fucking person. So yeah, I'm gonna talk shit about them. It's not tearing them down. They tore themselves down when they decided to commit postal fraud, be a racist, backstab people. Like the list goes on and on. Honestly, if you don't know anything about Nicole State, if you just watch her YouTube videos, if you base your opinion on her YouTube videos, you really need to do some research because you look like a fool defending her. Everyone that has defended her has looked like a fool, honestly. So just save yourself the embarrassment and actually do some research on her and you'll see her past. Right now, her closest friends on Instagram are kind of going off and telling their experience. She has actually deactivated her Instagram, which I have my own thoughts about that. I feel like she's just gonna try to like play the victim and be like, I needed a mental health break. It's like, you caused yourself this shit. Like, obviously, it's probably very overwhelming, the, messages and shit she's getting, but I don't feel bad for her at all. It's her own fault. Like, she caused it to happen. Clearly, she didn't think that, she would ever get caught. Anyone would ever call her out. But she was wrong. The reselling community is amazing, and we just really need to weed out the toxic people. She's really like the only just toxic person. I mean, there's some other people that I'm just kind of like, but nowhere near as bad as Nicole State. Like, I can't even think of anyone on her level or close to her level, and her level is like low. Like, we're not talking like high level. Somebody commented and they're like, you'll never accomplish half of what Nicole has. It's like, Nicole State is only successful because of the shady shit she's done. She is not capable of running a successful reselling business without doing shady shit, without committing postal fraud like she did. That's the reason she got kicked off eBay. And this isn't like alleged, these are facts. Somebody sent me a message and they're like, actually 2 people messaged me. One girl said she was close friends with her. I'm like, yeah. She said Nicole's gonna send me a cease and desist notice for my last video. I'm like, yeah, okay, everything I said was facts. Like, okay, I would laugh at that. Yeah, everything that I've said is facts. Nothing is like my opinion. Some person was like, oh, well, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm like, this isn't my opinion. These are facts. Like, it's a fact that she has committed postal fraud. She claims unknowingly, but that's, I mean, obviously you're going to say that. You're not going to be like, oh, yeah, I committed postal fraud because that's, it's a felony. I just wanted to say a few things about my last video. I'm glad people are waking up and seeing the snakes, and just don't support people like that. Honestly, I know some people are like, oh, I've learned a lot from her. And I mean, I can't believe I'm going to say something nice about her, but I mean, I have learned some things from her YouTube videos. I have, I can admit that, but not enough to where I would thank her at all. Like, no. Just wanted to say a few words about that because my last video got kind of crazy. It got kind of crazy in the comments. But yeah, if you're going to come at me for being jealous, like, no, wait, I'm not, no. I'm 1,000,000% not jealous of Nicole State at all in any capacity, just no. That makes me laugh that somebody would, clearly they don't know her backstory for them to say that, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I just want to get on here and address that because shit has kind of blown up the last few days. I'm very curious to see if she will still be a speaker at PoshFest. I mean, I don't see that happening unless she's absolutely out of her mind, because that'll just be crazy. Like, really crazy. All right, let's get into the questions. There's only a couple. First question. Hi. Hey, hi. Hey, hi. Hey, hi. I have a question and I hope you can help. Sorry if you can hear my kids in the background. It's 4 o'clock. I usually don't film this late, but they are. Did you guys hear that? Nolan makes like the funniest noises. Okay. I'm getting a lot of I'll just continue talking. I'm getting a lot of likes, but when I send the offers of sometimes more than a 30% plus free shipping, and they don't. And they don't. If someone likes something, they hit the like button, right? Why hit it then if they don't want to buy it? It's so pity. I mean, why? I have tons of likes, especially when sharing on parties. Why if you're really not going to buy? And another thing they like without sizes. So I don't get it, and this is on Poshmark. Okay, so I'm knocking shit over. I have baby puke on my shirt. I'm trying to like hide it with my hair. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the liking things without sizes, that's frustrating when you go to send them an offer because you have to choose a size. You could always look at their style card to see what their sizes are and then choose a size for them and send the offer anyway. But yeah, I mean, welcome to Poshmark. That is a thing. People like things just to like things. Some have no intention of buying it. Some probably don't even know what the like feature means. You know, there's many reasons why someone would like something and not want to purchase it. You just gotta kind of play that game. That is part of the platform, unfortunately. You know, there are many things that are part of Poshmark that aren't part of Poshmark, that are part of Poshmark that aren't on other platforms, such as, you know, the likes and the sharing, and the offers, although, you know, there's offers on eBay. Somebody commented in one of my videos and they're like, I was talking about how I lowball people all the time. Like, seriously, there's no shame in my lowball game. Like, I've said that so many times. I will lowball people. I'm trying to get the best deal. I don't take offense when people do it to me because that's just part of the platform. But yeah, someone was like, I just block people because I don't play that game. It's like that game is part of the platform. If you're going to block people that counteroffer you and send you lowball offers, you're potentially missing out on sales. So I don't know why. But yeah, so again, it's just the name of the game, and you just kind of have to deal with it. Okay, so last question. This video is already kind of long because I rambled. How many items do you list to keep sales consistently? So I don't list every day. I've said this in many videos before. I don't list every day. I don't have, like, you know, numbers. I mean, obviously I keep track of my numbers, but I'm not like, you know, I need to list this many items a day or a week. I don't like to put that kind of pressure on me. You know, if I go to a thrift store and if I find, you know, 50 things, that's great. If I find 5 things, I mean, it sucks, but it is what it is. You know, I don't like to put that type of pressure. Like, I need to source, you know, 25 things today. Like, I don't, no, I don't do that. So yeah, so I don't know. I hate talking like numbers and stuff because I feel like it's different for everyone. I feel that there are some like universal things with Poshmark, like if you share, you'll make sales. That's like universal. I feel like when it comes to numbers and stuff, like, you know, how many listings should I have? You know, what should I send out for offers and stuff like that? Like, it depends on the items that you have. There's just so many different variables. It's hard to say, you know, like numbers that work for everyone, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I don't know. At the end of the day, my brain is fried. Okay, so that is it for this video. I hope I answered your questions. If you have any other questions, you can comment down below. Send me a DM on Instagram or tweet me on Twitter. If you're new to Poshmark and you want to sign up, you can use my code. It is KeepinItRad. You get a $10 credit, and I also get a $10 credit. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys in my next video.